Hey guys, I know no one is here because I just started it. So, hello, how are you guys doing? And when you come on, ask me any questions you'd like to ask me, and I will respond to them. Because I know you guys have a lot of questions. I get them every single day, asking me something either about my schizophrenia or my relationship. And I figured, why not come on here and see if you guys want any of them answered? Personally, since I don't know when I'll be able to film again. I'm doing good. How about yourself? So, if you have any questions, feel free to ask because, like I said, I don't know when I'll be able to film again due to this anxiety thing I'm going through. So, yeah. I mean, maybe I'll be able to film soon. I mean, I've been feeling a little bit better. Yeah. So, hello, everyone that is here. Aw, thank you. The host of our system is not? Who's the host of our system? Question mark, question mark? If you don't mind me, I'll probably be eating a little bit. Yeah, I know, right? Anxiety is terrible. But my medications were switched, so luckily I'm feeling a little bit better. Oh, I love you too, Ashley Croker. Making sure I'm pronouncing that right. Let's not drive and text though. Let's not. That's not. That's not good. So I get asked a lot of questions, so I'm actually gonna pull them up and just start answering them. Personality disorder of the system. I know schizophrenia is a personality disorder. Oh, thank you, Nate. I don't want to say your last name because I have a feeling I'm going to say that wrong. We are SDD system and the hostess called me, but name was Katie. Cool. I don't really know how to respond to that. So let's see if I can respond to some questions that have been asked. I usually try taking screenshots of them whenever I do get asked. If you guys have any questions, also you can just simply ask them and I'll get to them up here. Alright. So, Klein? Oh, yeah. For some reason, I thought that that was spelled differently than my brain was able to figure out. They say that she may have. Um. Well, when I went to my first psychologist, the question is, by the way, what was the symptom that let your doctor know that I had schizophrenia? Uh, my first psychologist meeting I had due to having had a seizure. And I guess I have tried Latuda. I think I used it for an antidepressant though at the time. And he noticed I was paranoid about a lot of things that were a little bit abnormal to be paranoid about. So he diagnosed me with paranoid schizophrenia. It wasn't an official diagnosis because I wasn't like stamped saying, yeah, you are for sure this. And I didn't stay with him very long because they were raising the price of his appointments. So I had to stop seeing him. But then I started learning about schizophrenia and I started educating myself about it. And I started noticing I had some kind of mood disorder because I was just really moody. I got angry super fast. And when I got angry, I got aggressive. And so I learned about bipolar and I thought I had bipolar, but then I learned about borderline personality disorder. And it was actually my therapist who taught me about it. And she said that maybe you don't have bipolar, maybe you have BPD. And then I learned about it when I moved here to Georgia. And I was like, this sounds exactly like me completely. And so when I started seeing my psychiatrist that I'm seeing right now, I think that I have paranoid schizophrenia with BPD. I've been told that I have it, and here it is. This is my experiences with it. This is my symptoms with it. Everything that I tell you guys, I told her about. And she's like, that definitely sounds like schizophrenia. And so she started putting me on medications for schizophrenia. So that's how kind of it leveled out, I guess. But yes, I did try Latuda, and it was actually after my seizure that I tried it. I tried 4 different uh, antidepressants. Cymbalta was another one that I tried. And I don't know why she was giving me antidepressants. It was a neurologist, and it was after I had a seizure. And it was like, why are you giving me these antidepressants? I'm not. I mean, I was depressed, but I was hearing voices, and I was telling her that, and she's like, maybe you should go see someone else. So I stopped using antidepressants. I wasn't on them for very long either. I was on them for maybe a week or two because I had small like interviews of between times I would see her, and they would just knock me out. I was tired all the time and I was napping constantly. So I didn't take them for very long. Any other questions? I'm going to read off random questions I've saved just because until someone asks me another question. I got, how long have you and your husband been together? I've actually answered this a couple of times, and it's been 6 years since he and I have been together. Has it seizures, lightning? Oh, that's not what I meant to do. How many medications? Don't know how to spell. Do you take now? You medications is Medication, and I take 3 right now. I take lamotrigine at night and in the morning. I take uh, Abilify at night, and I take, what is this one called? Busportrin. I could be saying that completely wrong. That's an anti-anxiety one that I recently been put on. In my experience, I will tell you in a bit. Kids, I don't plan on having kids unless if I'm adopting. I don't want my children to potentially get inherited with schizophrenia or BPD. So I plan on adopting in the future whenever I'm in a safe environment, secure environment where it's okay to have children. Did you ever stay in a hospital for mental illness? And if so, experience? I have not. Surprisingly not, but I have thought about it a couple times of actually calling the police and sending me into inpatient care. Because I know my husband doesn't want me to be in it ever because he'd rather take care of me at home where he can see me and see me every day. My mom's offered to take me. But at that time, I would say no because I was terrified of it, but I've never actually been. However, I was going to actually recently go due to the anxiety that I've been feeling lately. Uh, this Wednesday, for anyone who does not know, who's not seen my vlog, I did almost faint in my car because I'm hypoglycemic. And for some reason, that unlocked an anxiety in me. And, well, I've been suffering from extreme anxiety ever since. Likely that Friday, I saw my psychiatrist because I had an appointment, and she gave me an anti-anxiety pill, which is called Buspar, but I got the generic version, and it actually made the anxiety worse because she gave me a dosage that was medium, and I guess I was sensitive to it, so it made the anxiety like rise up completely. It was terrible. And so I called her, and she decided to cut that in half, where I would only take it once a day, half a pill, and I would take my lamotrigine in the morning as well. So I've been mellowing out. So let's hope that it keeps going that way. Um, let's see. But yes, I was considering going to an inpatient care because of how bad it was. Like I was afraid to shower. It didn't happen in the shower. I was afraid of showering. I was afraid of eating. I wasn't getting hungry. So I was actually considering maybe I should go get some real help, like at a hospital. And well, right now I'm mellowing out. It's still on the possibility. So if I disappear on you guys, it's because I'm making sure I'm taking care of myself. Have you ever taken Zoloft? I think I took the generic version of Zoloft. Um, as I said, any antidepressants that I did take, I was only on for about 2 weeks, so I can't say it helped me very much. My depression, however, stems from schizophrenia, as a lot of disorders do. Schizophrenia is something you're born with, or is it caused by trauma? Well, due to the lack of information that we have on schizophrenia, it's kind of both. Some people are born with schizophrenia, and some people, they're questioning how did they get it because they think that possibly trauma can cause it. I think my mom read an article that Mountain Dew can cause it because there's a chemical in it that can cause schizophrenia. I've never personally heard about it, but she says she read it up somewhere. And ever since then, I haven't been drinking Mountain Dew because my mother won't let me. She's like, you don't need to get any worse. Is okay. Do you think meds or therapy is more effective in helping you with your yeah. If you don't get help, it won't get better. Schizophrenia gets worse as you age, stress, more trauma, etc. It will get worse. So it is best you go to therapy, counselor at first if you need to, if you can't afford it, then a psychologist or a psychiatrist. Sometimes both because they sometimes will have you do both. I don't know why. I haven't done both yet. When I was seeing my psychiatrist down in Florida, um, they had me see a therapist as well, and it's just to help talk it through, make sure that someone's talking to me and seeing my experiences to make sure that my schizophrenia is actually schizophrenia. Where do I live? I live currently in Georgia, near Atlanta. I'm not in Atlanta, and I'm not going to tell you exactly where I live. But if you look at my PO box, you can kind of figure it out. So I do live in Georgia. I recently just moved up to Georgia in the last year, so 2017 in January. Who? I don't know. Kate Beckinsale? You asked too, so that's my answer. Will medication stop the hallucinations? Yes, medications can stop the hallucination. Sorry, water. Yes, they can if you put on the right one for you, but it has to be for you. Like I take Abilify, my hallucinations have stopped. 1 second, please. But I've heard stories where people do not get better on Abilify, so I think it really determines on the person who's taking the medication. I just noticed that it's super bright. So one light right here. It's bothering the crap out of me. Would you do a meet and greet? If I'm ever popular enough where a brand would sponsor me, because otherwise I would have to pay for it myself, I would love to do meet and greets. But I need a person to sponsor me to be able to pay for me to go there, because I'm the type of person who does not have very good finances. I'm at home all the time, and my husband's the one who works. So yeah, welcome to Georgia. So far, I'm liking it. We actually have fall here. I'm not used to that. I'm from Florida. Oh no, it's glitching out. If it glitches out, I'm very sorry. It does that on occasion. Are you able to hold a job, or your symptoms too severe? My symptoms are currently too. I'm just gonna answer more questions because I'm pretty sure you guys can still hear me. And thank you, Callie Anderson. I really appreciate that. I'm just gonna answer more questions because I'm pretty sure you guys can still hear me. I have been asked if my husband and I have ever been in a time where we've been separated. Yes, we have been separated at one point in our relationship. And it was like in the beginning of our relationship, and he had a mental breakdown because of all my issues. And so that happened.